Hey, this is Carrie from Wrap Your Head Around Silks. This is the Expecting Aerials podcast, now with the Digitant Network. Thanks so much for joining me and tuning in. If you haven't yet, please check out the Artist Entrepreneur podcast. I co-host it with Noah Dock and Amanda Ritchie. Join us as we navigate our artistic businesses. And just announced, I'll be at NECA, the New England Center for Circus Arts, January the 2nd through the 4th. So it's a silks immersion, 11 hours of silks on their 30 foot plus ceilings. If you want to start the year off with some serious training, let's get your mittens and your coat and let's go to Vermont and train. All right. If you guys are interested, my comprehensive online course for beginner to intermediate silks, anywhere you are in the world, check that out. And then Aerial Rehab is an online course. If you are coming back from pregnancy, injury, or surgery, it is meant to be the bridge between PT and your favorite aerial class. I'm teaching all over the place this fall, and check it out, and let's get started. Look at that squishy white baby.
Yeah.
It's so idyllic the way you're holding the baby as well. Oh.
Finished he's like napping and eating. Oh, let's see if he
my God.
Got his little eyes open.
What's it like to have big boobs?
I mean, I had them when I was younger, but they are next level right now. It's wild. They were bigger than his head for a very long time.
Oh my God. Is it painful?
Yeah.
Is it?
Every once in a while, like, there'd be times when like his feeding and my milk coming in weren't aligned. And then all of a sudden I'm like, why did my boobs hurt? Oh my God, they're really hard. And then I'd express or feed him and then they'd be fine.
Oh my goodness. Look at those eyes.
Yeah. Look at these rolls.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, just like feelings. How are you feeling?
Pretty good, actually. I've been, he is a pretty easy baby so far. We're still in the he sleeps a lot stage of newbornness. Okay. And he gets pretty specific. So it's like, oh, well, we checked the diaper. We cuddled you, we tried to feed you, and then like usually one of those things will work. So yeah, we really lucked out. He had like his witching hour for a little while, but it's really narrow. Okay. It went from like a 3-hour window to like a 20-minute window of like, I'm just unconsolable. So
when does that window normally arrive?
Sometime in the evening. So anywhere between 5 p.m. and 10 p.m. It'll just happen somewhere in there. So
that's not bad.
It's not bad. Yeah, I'm just knocking on all the wood. We were really lucky.
Knock on all the wood.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, what's the little squish's name?
His name is Ren, R-E-N.
Oh, Ren.
Yeah.
Ren, I think you could give some lessons to Bean. Bean likes to make my life difficult. You know?
Well, we'll see. I haven't like, I feel like this is just voting to like really snap the other direction when he's a toddler.
you can always cross your fingers. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Oh my God. Oh my God. And so how old is Ren? When did you have the baby?
Ren is going to be 3 months tomorrow. So he came 3 weeks early.
Okay.
He was born June 23rd. So
June 23rd. Okay, so you are just about out of that 4th trimester.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so Elise came on when she was pregos, and we said, hey, I want to see how the story goes down. And so I said, Elise, you want to come back? And there was a pregnant pause of like a week or two where she's like, oh, I don't know. And then I did what all good podcasters do. Circling back, Elise, how do you feel about being on this podcast? She's like, why not? So, Okay, so what did happen?
With the birth story?
Yes, please.
Yeah, so because I'm 40 and he's IVF, and there was like one other factor, we were going in for non-stress test, which like basically monitors his heart rate, like with activity and like when he's active and when he's not active, just to see what his heart rate does.
Yes.
And I had just entered the 9th month or whatever, not the 9th month. I don't know. Carrie, I'm going to get these details really wrong, but I'll get the general story just about right. So it was our first non-stress test, and I was feeling a little funky for like a week, but I was like, it's the final stretch. Like everybody says you just kind of get weird feeling. But they were like, do you want to do the pre-eclampsia test? And I was like, yeah, just because my heart, my blood pressure had started spiking for me. Like it wasn't really, really high. It wasn't like upsettingly high for the doctors, but I was like, this is not usual for my body so far. And so after about a whole day of being at the hospital, just hooked up to little monitors and hearing his heart rate, they were like, well, you do have pre-eclampsia, so you're being admitted into the hospital today. And Katie and I looked at each other and we were like, oh, I'm glad we had half of our to-go bags just in the car, because we were like, ha, 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 might as well be prepared. So
yeah, 3 weeks is substantially earlier.
Yeah, so he was just 37 weeks. He like just made it over the threshold to not be considered preterm, I guess.
Okay, got it.
So I had finished teaching my last day on Monday that week.
Oh, you taught the whole way through. You made it.
I did. But I thought I had 2 weeks for me.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I was in the hospital on Thursday.
So wait, were you like happily teaching up to that point, or were you like, oh my God?
Yeah. I mean, I was like, man, I should have just stopped at 20 weeks and called it a day, but I was so, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Okay. Copy that. Because you weren't demoing anymore anyways. You were just talking.
No, yeah. I just had videos. I might teach like that moving forward, you know?
Girl, that's what I said too.
Pause, like, look at this shape right here.
Well, also, I mean, even if you demo it once, like the hybrid of using the videos, because they're going to be like, oh, I didn't see it.
Yeah. Yeah, especially my teens, when they go, wait, could you do that? No, I can't.
Let's go look at a video.
Yeah, you were talking.
Spaced out. Yeah.
Spaced out. Just being a child. Like, that's okay. Yeah. But no, I'm not doing it again.
Using those videos. Yes, I agree. Okay. So you were in there up until that week.
Yeah.
All right.
So I was able to labor, as my OB said, we could labor as long as he was okay. It was 4 days of not quite anything changing. And let's see, he came on Monday, he came out. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. On day 5, we called it and had a C-section.
Okay, back up. So you were not induced. You were just...
No, I was induced. I was induced.
You were induced.
Yes. And it was... Nothing happened. A lot happened, but like nothing happened, quote unquote.
Right. You weren't moving along, but being induced is painful, right? So were you feeling all of those things?
So the first thing was not that bad. Like the first drug that they put me on was like supposed to soften the cervix. Okay. And my cervix was like, I'm still not open. And they're like, cool. So they put me on Pitocin, and I was like, oh, I feel some contractions, but it wasn't like quote unquote too bad. Still not dilated. Hey, man.
Okay.
Hey. Every once in a while I'd feel them, but there were plenty of contractions I wasn't really feeling that I thought was weird. They tried the balloon thing. I don't know if you've I've
heard of it. The Foley balloon.
Mm-hmm.
Heard about it.
they had to try, the fourth time was the charm because my cervix was that closed. They thought it had gone in, but it had not. And then it took like a different doctor trying it. So it was a really exciting afternoon. I slept the rest of the next day. I was just asleep. We had 1 or 2 scares with his heart rate. But the doctor was still like, y'all are okay enough. And he responded well enough to me being put on oxygen to continue trying to let it happen.
So did his heart rate actually go down, or was it the monitoring of it that you guys couldn't find?
It actually went down.
Okay, that's scary.
It was scary. Well, yeah, I was asleep and out of it. And I had a 4-minute contraction, and then his little heart rate like plummeted. And then, the nurses came in and were very efficient to figure out how to keep him happy and to see if it was an emergency.
And how does one do that from the outside? Keep the baby happy and get the heart rate back up?
They put me on oxygen. So I basically, I woke up and they were putting a little, the thing over my face. And, I didn't realize how scary it was at the time. Like Katie and I talk about how my experience of it and her experience of it were really, really different.
Very different. I can imagine. Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause she got to kind of see where like the dips were and had the bird's eye view of like the process. And I was just had my head down. I was like, we're just going to get through whatever this is. So, yeah. But were you pleasantly unaware when you're sleeping, obviously?
Yes,
I was pleasantly unaware.
All right.
Although I kept being like, okay, where's his heart rate? Like asking every 5 minutes because I wanted to hear it. So, yeah.
Oh, and you're squishy.
I know. Look at his little roll. Oh, he might be having some feelings about a diaper. I'm sorry, dude. Yeah. I might have to change him.
Oh, girl, don't worry. This podcast gets interrupted all the time by a million reasons.
Do some naked baby time.
Bean loves naked time, and she's not even a baby.
Right. I feel like that's going to just be a thing. If they like naked time, like naked time. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely didn't keep on clothes as a child.
Well, the whole skin to skin thing, like they say, is good for infants. Me and my daughter still do that. Like, I mean, we'll be wearing like undies and t-shirts, and we'll just be legs wrapped around each other, faces pressed on each other like this.
Yeah.
And smooching each other.
Yeah.
God, one day she's not going to want to hang out with me. I'm going to die when that happens.
Yeah. No one.
You know what I'm saying? By the way, I'm going to interrupt your story for a second. Did you hear that the Arium flooded?
I heard about that, but I'm so glad that y'all had like a little like that. Cirque Aria was able to like fold y'all in. I'm so glad. Yeah.
Oh my God, they're our foster parents right now, and they are like, I cannot say enough about what they have done to like move stuff around so we could like not only have an uninterrupted class schedule, but like I don't have to be out of work.
Yeah, that's incredible.
But it's incredible. But the flood didn't happen in a flood way. The flood happened because it was flooding, and then the walls, the ceiling failed, and then the walls started crying and gushing. And so all the drywall is just soaked in water. And Texas weather, we are still not out of summer right now.
It's hot as fuck.
Yes. It's so freaking hot. And it's still hot. I think last night it got cooler a little. I was like, oh, maybe fall is coming. And then by evening that night, it was like 97 degrees at night. I was like, what is happening here? What is happening?
Like out of control with all that rain.
Oh my God. I feel like it's going to rain again on us. I feel it in the air. It's like real humid and there's clouds and stuff. There's the other boob is getting put to use, listeners.
Well, we'll see. Sometimes he's like not interested. Okay, no. Okay. That's okay.
Oh my goodness. Is your partner working?
She is today, but she is only working 2 days a week right now. So
Oh, okay.
she has, Carrie, I don't know how people do this without parental leave. Like, I take whatever parental leave I want as an hourly person.
Yeah.
But she has like 3 months. And she's able to use it however she wants to.
Oh my God. Like that's the thing. It's like us freelancers are up a creek.
Yeah. Yeah. And, so, and she has that much time to give and like to have with him is so important. Like, yeah, I just don't know why it's not standard for everybody.
Oh, America, Elise. Yeah. That's why America's giving me a headache right now. Let me tell you. Mm-hmm. It's September 22, 2025, guys. I'm just putting a date on this because America's giving me a big old fat headache right now. You know what I'm saying? It's too much.
It's too much.
It's depressing. It's super depressing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully you're in a bubble of love over there with a newborn baby. You know what I'm saying? I was
telling my aerial partner the other day that my Prozac is doing the Lord's work these days. Like, holding it together.
I just decided to up my Zoloft because I was like not technically on a super therapeutic dosage because I was like trying to get off of it. I was like, oh, fuck that. Yeah. Fuck that getting off of it right now. That is a bad decision. This is a bad decision making. Okay, so you guys, you basically didn't, your cervix didn't open at all. You're supposed to be at 10 centimeters to have a baby. It was at what?
It was at 0.5.
What? It was like, I am never getting out of here ever. Sorry.
Yeah, like basically the doctors were like, I can almost get a fingertip. And I'm like, that's not enough.
That's not a baby's head.
No, and
that's not a baby's head.
No. He also never dropped. He was like, I'm not coming down. So
yeah, he wasn't wanting to get out of there.
Totally.
Okay, so you said after 5 days, which I think most anybody would make that decision.
Yeah.
It's like common sense.
Yeah, there's no option. Like, I guess, it's like, it just something had to happen, And I was like, I guess that's the only way.
Yeah. Yeah. So. Make another door. Let's make another door. So, okay, obviously drugs and C-sections during the moment are not terrible. It's after.
Yeah.
So, what has your experience been with the recovery?
So for the first bit of time, I'll say that I saw why people like C-sections or might gravitate towards them. Mm-hmm. Because I could go to the bathroom and it was fine enough. The incision site was painful, but I had told the anesthesiologist, like, I was so numb that I didn't really get feeling back for weeks. So there was a period of time when the incision site was still really numb.
Oh, so it actually helped because the first week was the worst for me because I had no numbness left at all.
Yeah. Once I decided that the epidural was the way to go, and then when they put me in for the C-section, like he was like, do you still feel anything? I was like, yes, I do. He kept poking my legs and I was like, no, I'm not, I don't want to feel anything. Like, I didn't feel pressure doing anything. I didn't feel I went somewhere else, anyways. So the recovery, I feel like I still had some numbness for a while. And then, and so, yeah, I think for like the first month or so, I was like, this isn't that bad. I'm fine. I can't walk anymore. Like, I can't walk up the street, but, it's not going to be that bad. And then I started working with a pelvic floor therapist, and I finally saw, like, how far the recovery, like, what my recovery timeline kind of looked like.
Well, what did that person tell you?
Nothing in particular, but I was able, like when I started moving again, you know how you can tell how far away you are from where you used to be?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got more of a sense of that. I was able to look at it and go, oh, like pushing up into a side plank, even on my elbow, really, really hard. Like not able to do that just yet. Lifting my knees up, holding my body weight. Like I could hold my body weight, but like trying to lift my legs. I don't know. It was just like once I started trying to work out at a gym, I was like, oh, I see that this is going to take a long time. So we started really small, like small exercises, even smaller than ones that I started, like when I first started doing aerial stuff. It was like the very, let's say you had no body awareness or strength. It was like those.
That's what you're starting with. Yeah.
That's where I started. Yeah.
Right. Because your brain knows it, but there's no connection to your.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is so interesting because I love that I'm asking you right now when you're in it. Does it matter to you a lot or no? Are you like, it'll be fine? Or no, this is really bugging me?
So I think I had a week, not even a week. I don't know how long. I had like the beginning where I was very sad and very frustrated. And there are moments where I get very sad and very frustrated. But for the most part, I see how easy it would be to let go of wanting to do any of it. Because I'm like busy. But I know that in 5 years, I would be sad about that. You know, I'd be like, what was I doing? Why did I just do that to myself? And I'm sure a lot of it is brain chemistry of like, you don't need to do anything else. You've got all you need right in your arms. Focus. It's like, I hear you, little brain chemistry, but I'm sure a logical part of my brain is going to be real pissed someday.
Well, I guess, you know what? Let me be very specific about that question because that's not actually what I meant.
Oh, okay.
I meant, like, are you, like, impatient to get back or are you, like, super patient to get back? Like, are you, like, I'm obviously going to go back to my job, but I don't care to do it right now? Like, it's not really like
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, this will happen. And the timeline, I think I'm not so worried about that as much.
You know, honestly, out of all the women I talk to, there's two types of people. The people that have it for their job and the people who don't. And the people who have it for their job feel that way. Because the people who don't do it for their job, they know that other things could really get in the way and they might not get back to it. And so there's there's a sadness there. There's a fear. But for us, we're like, well, I don't really have a choice unless I want to change my career. So I will manage to figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you see all of us. We're stronger than we were before. So it's like, okay, well,
it's fine. We'll get there.
Yeah. And that phase is just, I mean, I can't believe women do this over and over and over. That's what I can't believe because I did it once.
And
you know, and it's like before and after. Whereas other women, like Haikui, for example, you know Haikui really well, right?
Yes.
She takes class.
4, right?
She had 4. So she did this 4 times and she's still in the gym deadlifting weight. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a different beast right there.
Yes.
You know, that bitch.
I think they're all boys, aren't they?
Yeah. That's even more. Like, I mean, I don't say every girl is like docile and every boy is like rough and tumble, but there's something about that.
When you get 4 of anything, boys, girls, little
outnumbered.
Little munchkins, it's going to be a lot no matter what. So.
Oh my God. This squish, you guys must just have the most lovely time. I just feel it watching you guys.
It is pretty awesome. Yeah. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about the baby stage. Like I knew once he got, you know, moving around and we could do together, I was like, I'm so ready for all of that. But the baby stage is pretty fucking awesome.
The baby stage is pretty awesome. Like, I look back at videos where we're just like kissing each other's lips and she's goo goo gaga-ing. I mean, I don't want to go, like, Tanya actually said this to me when I was in the baby stage because I was sad about her turning like 3 years old or something. Like, she was going from 2 to 3 or something like that. And she goes, trust me, you will treasure it, but you won't want to go back. I promise you. Because the person that's growing, it's like, my daughter, Elise, my daughter is so sassy. Yeah. It's ridiculous.
I wonder how that happened.
I wonder how that happened. Every time she's like, Mama, do better. I'm like, oh my God. Her papa likes to say that. Oh. And I was like, ugh. So she's like, you're not going to want to go back. But yeah, like it's a very interesting. I mean, I talk about motherhood all the time and I still can't hold it in my hand and concisely talk about it. It's weird.
A lot of things. It's so universal.
It's a lot of things.
Yeah. It's universal and individual at the same time. So there's like a lot of things that we share, but also like it's so specific. Yeah. It's very hard to.
So who you are, who your child is, who your partner is. Now, let's go back to that question of like aerialist. Mm-hmm. Do you feel like do you feel like that weird identity shift that kind of happens in this place? Are you experiencing that or no?
I think I know that I'm important to like keeping him alive, but there are still times where I haven't fully integrated that. Like, I just know I have to be here with him, but and I know that I am a mom, but there are times when I'm still feel very much like just me. I don't know. I don't know how to quite put it.
It's a weird question, right? And it depends on the timing because like, I'm not sure when that flipped for me, but certainly now as my kid's almost 6, I'm like, that is my first title across my forehead.
Right.
At the beginning, because does your baby take a bottle?
He is, it took a lot of work. So he took it for like the first 2 or 3 times that we tried it because we've been breastfeeding. And then he went through the stage where he got mad at the bottle. And then he got mad at my nipple. And then he was just annoyed at everything, even though he'd still eat a lot. He's very good at eating. Clearly he's like pretty chunky. But it took a lot of patience with that like Katie and my parents who are here now. Everybody had to be really patient, and there was a lot of like fussing, and then he'd sleep, and then he'd wake up, and then he'd sleep. So now we're able to feed him when I'm out of the house, and that is great.
So important. This is what I was going to ask you.
Yeah.
Because my kid would not do that. Which also made Asa feel a certain type of way because you can't feed your child.
Yes. Yeah.
And so, and I had anxiety anyway. So like her physical survival depended on my nipple.
Right.
And she wouldn't take food any other way. I feel like it made my journey as a mom at the beginning.
Yeah.
I felt so like chained to the house.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, that was not a good experience.
No.
For me. That you just can't even like get a breath. You can't even go out and like 2 hours. Not that I couldn't, because she would go 2-hour stretches without eating, but the anxiety that I would have that she has no food available that she would eat.
Right. You don't know when those 2 hours are going to be. So it's like, how do you go take a yoga class or go take care of anything that you want to do without being available to eat immediately, like, or to feed them immediately? It's like, how do you do anything? How do you plan your day?
Yeah. I mean, I should have just had way more Zoloft than I had. I mean, I would say this about every point of my life. You just need more drugs. Because, like, I can't control it. I can't, like, I'm not normal. It's not normal. You guys, it's just not normal. So, oh my God. I miss you, by the way. I just miss seeing you. I miss all my LA friends because it just feels like, whenever I talk to anybody from that part of my life, it just feels like family. It feels like, or some version of it. It feels like very much like home, even though I don't necessarily want to live there anymore. Because they give me a house.
A really long time. And then now you get a house. That's huge.
Now I have a house. I'm going into my next stage of motherhood where I'm trying to work more full time, and I'm learning that it's a very hard nut to crack.
Oh wow!
And it is frustrating to me.
Is she?
It's very frustrating.
Right.
She's now in school longer than she's ever been in school, and as long as she will be in school until she's in high school, because the whole school is on the same schedule regardless of your grade. So she's there from 7:45 to 3:45, and I was real excited, and I got my resume together, and I went interviewed at this gym that I really want to work at to teach Pilates, and then I got a job, and then I really thought about it, and then I had to turn it down because it didn't leave any time for me to do. It would have worked out if I didn't have another part-time job, which is aerial.
Right.
It would have either worked out if I didn't have another part-time job, which is aerial, which I do 10 to 15 hours a week, or if I did that job but have no kid, then it would work out.
Right.
But
like you can't have 2 part-time jobs.
And then a kid. Yeah. But then neither one of those part-time jobs is paying my bills fully.
Right, exactly.
So then you're like, well, God damn it. Fuck.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do with that? You know what I'm saying? Unless I become an aerial influencer that's making what some of these other influencers are making, which has not happened yet, friends.
Are they making money though? Is that happening? Really?
Yeah, but it's like it's the 1%.
Right.
I can't even listen to the news anymore because it just depresses me because literally, and I'm not impoverished, but I am, working class, whatever, creator class.
Yeah.
And then all these rich people, and then everyone in the middle is either surviving and paying so much tax, or like me in a lower tax bracket and not really making it that well. And I'm like, oh my God, we're just in for it. All of us.
Yeah. Yes.
Sorry, this is really depressing. I'm not in a great place, you guys, with that stuff. Not really.
Money stuff. Yeah.
Not really. I mean, no, all of it. America.
Oh, right.
My life, but at the same time, I am because I'm grateful for what I have. But Elise, okay, so do you have any advice for women out there who are getting through their 4th trimester?
Ooh, let's see, what would be the advice? I did like the thing where one of the things that I read in a book where they were like, you have to have been taken care of in order to take care of the child. Like if it's not sustainable for you, then it's not something that you should like build into part of your routine. So
I like that.
I think that's a really broad and often easier said than done because there are so many things that feel like immediately necessary right in the moment.
Yes.
Like there are times when I'm in the shower and I hear him cry and I'm like, he's hungry. And Katie goes, finish your shower. And I have to go, right. Finish the shower. Mm-hmm. He will be fine. So, and it probably is pretty kid dependent as well, but trying to give yourself space to not rush into each situation like it's emergency, I guess is the way to describe it. So that you give yourself
don't panic decide things.
Yeah. Like trying to take breaths and seeing like, okay, I can get to this, but I don't have to get to this with my heart rate peaking. Or feeling...
I almost panic took a job last week.
Yeah.
It's your advice literally goes through entire, whatever age you pick.
Exactly. So it's like, and I find that with him, like I do a lot of deep breathing with him, especially when he starts to eat, and to try to help him start to feel, I don't know if it means anything or if it means anything. I'm sorry. Like if it translates to him, but like trying to regulate my stress level around him as much as possible. Again, easier said than done, but like I'm hoping that he will be a less anxious person than I am. So that's like the goal that I have for how I move about.
I feel like if we could chop the anxiety down by a half for each generation, we're doing way better. Like my mom is the queen. And then I have a certain amount, but I have more tools to my disposal.
That sounds very familiar.
And then
now.
hopefully, the kid will have many more tools than I even had. Just the fact that we're talking about it all the time, because that didn't happen in the generation before.
No, it did not.
No, it did not. Okay, Elise, I am so happy for our check-in. I'm glad that your vagina is intact, as is mine.
Oh my God, me too. I got a great scar, but that's also nice that the vagina is intact for now.
Vagina is intact, and I'm here with you in spirit on your ab journey back.
Thank you. Yeah, it's wild to feel them like doing hollow body again. I was like, oh, this is must be what it feels like at the beginning. I don't know. I don't like it.
Oh yeah, you have a newfound empathy for your beginner students. That happens.
It does help me also see like, oh, I can break this down even further, like how to make this even more accessible. So I do appreciate that. That's
nice. Makes you a better teacher. Yeah. And then also, do you feel like you have a diastasis still?
I don't think I've ever had one.
Yeah. Okay, abs staying together.
I didn't ever.
It would be very rare.
So
it never what?
I never had to push, and it never split like.
Yeah.
Before delivery, so yeah.
You are probably of the 0.1% of that.
I keep knocking on wood because we're gonna try this again potentially in another year or so.
Wait, are you gonna be the vessel again?
We might. We're still in discussions. Yeah.
You know what I would do if it were me?
I know. No.
I'd be like, your turn.
Yeah, exactly.
Ace would be like, what are you talking about?
Like, I'll just give you the whole setup. I'll just take it out of my body and I'll give it to you, and you. That'll be fine.
And you know what he likes to say? Oh man, please. That's how he says no. Oh man, please. I'm getting it from him. Elise, I miss you.
Miss you too. Have a good day. It's good to see your face.
My listeners, if you would honor me with a 5-star rating and review, I would appreciate it forever. It is the hardest thing about being a podcaster is to get your podcast out to the people who want to listen. So the best way to do that is to have a good star rating and just ride that algorithm. So I really appreciate if you guys would just open the Apple app and leave me a review. It makes such a difference. I appreciate you. I also have Greener Grass with Digitant Podcasts with my friend Kelly McVeigh. If you want to hear my voice twice a week, it's there for you. It's light, it's heartfelt, and we bring on some really amazing guests. All right, my friends, over and out. This is Carrie from Wrap Your Head Around Silks. This is The Expecting Aerialist.